Hello everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Brim McKinney and I'm currently Miss Seaside County's 2023. I'm going to be starting a new video series in partnership with my social impact initiative, You and Me Worry-Free Fighting Anxiety, called Let's Talk About It. Because that's one of the biggest things when it comes to mental illness and living with mental illness is that people feel that they aren't safe enough or they're not comfortable enough to talk about what's going on. And talking about what's going on inside our brains and with mental illness is the first step in getting help and being able to live with it and to grow with it. So that's what this video series is going to be. This first video is going to be an introduction and just kind of a reintroducing myself and my story with anxiety and how I've lived with it over the years. And throughout the series, we're going to talk about different segments and even bring people on to interview them and to have them talk about their own journey with mental illness. So stay tuned. So I was diagnosed with anxiety at a very young age, and I remember vividly hearing that word anxiety and being absolutely terrified and not knowing what that meant for my future, what was really going inside my brain with these worries and these thoughts. I didn't think I was going to be able to achieve things that I wanted to when I was older, whether that was going away to college, eventually competing in the Miss America organization, getting a job, or doing a simple task as staying home alone as a 12 to 13-year-old. I didn't think I was going to be able to do or achieve any of those things. It felt like a life sentence at first, but it doesn't have to be that way. I got help with my therapist when I was around 8 or 9 years old, and that also was hard at first. It was hard to open up to a complete stranger, but once I got comfortable and I realized that this was going to help me along my journey, it was absolutely life-changing. I learned coping mechanisms that would help me and that would really allow me to grow within my anxiety. I stopped seeing my anxiety as a life sentence and more as something that made me stronger because it was something I had to work through and learn coping mechanisms to work with. When I started my social impact initiative, it was inspired off of my own personal anxiety, and I had the goal of educating and creating awareness for other people and to let those people with mental illness know that they're not alone and that their anxiety, their mental illness should not hold them back from other things that they could experience in life or their goals, and that getting help is so extremely important. I remember growing up with anxiety, we didn't create a space within our world yet that was so open about speaking what was going on inside our brains. So it's really cool to see that we've come so far in that way, because in middle school and even in high school it was still something that we didn't often speak about. And I want to continue to create that open space that we've already created within this world, because I know the first step is speaking about it. And again, that's why I named this new series Let's Talk About It, because that's something that is so important. And even just starting your journey with mental illness and getting stronger and feeling that strength. So throughout this series, we're going to be covering multiple topics. Something that I really want to talk about is having anxiety and going to college, or just having a new space around you, a new chapter of your life, because that's something that is so real, and it's been so real for me within the past couple months, and bringing other people on to tell their stories, because no one's anxiety looks the same. We all have different stories and different journeys, and I think that's really important to get the message out there that my anxiety might not look like your anxiety, and we all have different journeys. So that's another really important aspect of this new series that I'm starting. Thank you all so much for watching this quick little reintroduction, and stay tuned for more videos in the future.